Hi, welcome Capricorn to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you if you've arrived and subscribed. And for those of you who have just arrived, please subscribe. We do different types of readings here on different types of relationships. We do spiritual healing readings as well as energy updates and moon cycles. So please join us, and that would be great to see you. So here we go, Capricorn. How have you been? I'm trying to remember the last time when we did your reading. I think I remember looking real quick. I think you're on a spiritual journey. I like to do these week to week and kind of connect them to see if there's anything that is kind of like following a path. Maybe it does sometimes and maybe it doesn't, but I always kind of check it out. So here we go, Capricorn. What is going on in your cycle of love here? Waiting. Okay, feelings of, well, hopefulness, right? Perhaps this could be waiting for someone to return. It could be maybe, you know, you're trying to manifest something. You need to manifest, or you're trying to manifest something that you want to bring into your life. And of course, as I've always said, the most important thing in manifesting is to make sure that you are at that frequency. So your heart and your mind in alignment for whatever you're trying to bring in. If it's a great love, whatever, make sure that you're vibrating, your frequency is at that level. Otherwise, you're only going to bring in what you emanate. Okay, just remember that. I think I've mentioned that a few times, but if you have, not remembered or didn't catch it, manifesting is all about and envisioning. You can have a dream board or whatever, but use your third eye here, right? And know that your mind and your heart have to be in alignment with intention of the highest frequency that you can of love, whatever that is for you. And it's all about you, making sure that you are emanating love of that frequency as well, because that's the only way you're going to bring or manifest that. So here we go, Capricorn. What are you waiting for? Are you manifesting? Maybe the Magician will come out. The Five of Cups. Well, there could have been, oh boy. Yeah, it could have been a breakup. Some type of sadness is here. Some types of grieving. And this could be, hopeful, that they return. Let's keep going. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take a lot of patience, my dear friends. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely some boundaries here, I feel, that are very necessary if someone is going to return. But it looks like when you came in with the Five of Cups, I think that there's definitely some, there's a breakup here of some type. Grieving, loss, regret, sadness. That's what the Five of Cups feels like here to me, especially when it comes in with this energy oracle talking about waiting for someone to return or feeling neediness, having this really feelings of need. And then with the Knight of Pentacles in the heart, you have a lot of patience, Capricorn. You definitely are very patient for someone to, I think you're hoping that they're going to return, to hopefully return and to have some stability in this new connection again. But anyway, the Seven of Wands tells me about boundaries here, that perhaps that, there's one or the other was not, keeping healthy boundaries. Sometimes we have to give time in a relationship to grow, and it needs space and time. So boundaries are very important, that we don't interfere too much, with someone who we just met or only 2-3 weeks going out. There's a lot of feelings going on, especially if there's been intimacy. So that's very powerful. It moves energy, it moves emotions. So know that that's a very, very important part of understanding the process of emotion, too. When there's intimacy, that it stirs up things. So know that. And then you need boundaries because you need to process. You need to see, how do I feel? Do I want to see this person again? Do I want to share more time with them? Do I want to call them up right now and tell them I really, really had a great time? All these things are part of a relationship and connection with someone. So let's keep going, Capricorn. I know you know this. And then we have the sun. Yay! So there's definitely still some brightness here. For this time, I feel that you're a spiritual person, Capricorn, and I really feel that that there's space for growth here, for things to learn, for renewal. The sun is about joy and happiness. So that there is coming something in your life one day that you're not giving up. You may have had a bad taste here, but you're not giving up. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, that's Capricorn. Yeah, you like you always create a very nice environment for yourself, and you're very independent, I think, and right now, you're happy right now with that. You know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, even if there was a grieving, there was a sadness, there was a breakup, but know that you're going to be fine. You're taking your time, maybe giving that person some time as well, patience to see if they turn around, because boundaries are important. Keep healthy boundaries now. Let everything settle. And then we have the Fool in the outcome. So a new world of possibilities for you, Capricorn. You're not giving up. Look at these three cards. You have the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles in the heart, and then a possibility of the Fool here, knowing that there's a new world of possibilities here, a new love for you. Yeah, you definitely are manifesting something here. I'm surprised the Magician hasn't come out yet, but who knows, maybe he will. Let's see. Let's keep going here and see what else we can find here in this connection. But it definitely looks like, maybe they're coming back. I don't know, but keep healthy boundaries right now to let everything settle, because you evidently, with the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles and the Fool, you might have even, for some of you, decided, no, I'm moving out. I'm moving on. I'm definitely, I'm positive that I will meet someone, and leave this behind and learn from it. Never, ever not learn. You always are going to learn. And here we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's a disconnection, of course. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So what I feel from what I see here, even though there may be some, discontent or boredom or, kind of refusing yourself in a way, and some of you may be refusing this person coming back as well, because this person is very, very attractive. She or he is very, sensual and very exciting, adventurous. And there's a lot of emotion here with the Ace of Cups. Definitely stirs the heart with all of this. So Capricorn, I feel that for some Capricorns here, it's kind of they're on their own new path. They're not waiting anymore. Some of you are waiting, keeping the boundary and hoping. And, although the Four of Cups here tells me that I don't think so. There's some discontent here. You're refusing an offer. You're not taking the cup because you want the big cup. This is a big cup of emotion. The Ace of Cups is really an overwhelming emotion, and it is for some of you, a new beginning. So I feel some Capricorns are going to have a new beginning with the Fool. Look, it's right under the Fool. And some of you are going to still wait and hope that this person returns, but I'm not sure that you should keep waiting. No, I don't think so, because with the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Fool, this is right in the heart of the reading, saying it's time to move on. It's time to move on. With the Five of Cups coming in, I don't think so. There's definitely been some type of breakup or loss of some kind. All right, so let's see what scarlet energy is here in this reading that could kind of tie things up a little. And then we'll throw out your angel number and see what that is. And an oracle from the Whispers of Love to also give a nice message, I hope. Liberation. Okay, Capricorn. Um, you're setting yourself free. I thought so. And embracing new experiences. And that's why we have the Fool here. And that's why, we have the Ace of Cups and the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. So know that you're doing the right thing. I feel that no more waiting for someone who, is not going to return, even though you may be hoping for it, but I don't think so. I think you're all definitely, all the Capricorns are saying, no, I've had enough. And, you're making up your mind, and it's liberation time. Liberation, yes. I feel that very, very positive feeling about that. No more waiting. It's just move on. And let's see what the angel number is for you. What is the angel number for Capricorn? We have 1331. It's called Change. That's the heading. Encouragement, support, restructuring, creative work. You're going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life that are for your highest good and are coming around the corner. That is why you've been this is why what you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. Yes, liberation, change, a new beginning for you, Capricorn. Yep. So let's see what the Whispers of Love might give us here to end this reading for you. Sometimes, these readings are not always, going to be about, the most wonderful, listen, nothing's perfect, right? Nothing is perfect, but we learn from it, and if it was perfect, we wouldn't be here. All right, so this is single card. Have patience, Capricorn. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So you move on, and I wish you the best of luck, Capricorn. You take care. Leave some comments if you can, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.